Hello, welcome to my channel Diane Sewing Room. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So today I thought I'd do a little Friday sews catch up with you, what I've been up to, what my plans are, and a little fabric haul. So it is very small because it's only a couple of pieces, but I thought I'd share it with you. So I decided to treat myself this week because I had a few things on my list. They've been on there for a while. And what I tend to do is I see a fabric that I like and I will save it, and then a year will pass and I still haven't bought it, and then I think, oh, it's Christmas or something like that, or my birthday, I think I'll treat myself, and of course by then it's out of stock and they haven't got any left. So I tend to leave things on a list for a very long time before getting round to buying them, and then they're not there anymore. So this time I noticed I got a couple of things on my list that I fancied, and I don't buy fabric very often, as I've said before, because I get it with work, and I've recently had a fabric haul gifted to me. But when I do buy it, I like to have a clear purpose in mind. So I'm going to share with you what I've got in mind for this. And what I did was I had a look. They looked like the amount of fabric was going down pretty quickly. So I thought, if I don't buy this, I'm not going to get it. So the first thing that I bought was, and it's jersey fabric. And the reason I bought this is because I recently made, for a work project, this dress. Fabulous dress. I absolutely love it, but I don't get to keep the one that I made because I made it as a sample. And I will pop a picture in here. It's beautiful. A really nice dress, and probably lots of you have heard of it already and seen it around. It's by Named Clothing, and it's the Kilo, I think that's how you say it, the Kilo wrap dress. And you can also make it as a jumpsuit, and I'm going to be trying that at some point in the future also. So it's this dress here, beautiful, love it. And I'm going to make the dress again this time, and because I don't get to keep the other one, I'm wondering whether to do short sleeves. So that's one thing that I'm thinking about. I'll show you the fabric that I've got. It has to be a jersey for this one. So I noticed some people had done it in different fabrics, but I think the thing is, if you do it in a different fabric, it won't drape the same. It's not going to hang in the same way. And I just love this print. So I do like this mustard colour anyway. It's something that the last few years I've just decided that I like it. I never had it in my wardrobe before, but I really do like the colour. And I have got another top, you may have seen me in it, that's got a small flower. And it's a paler shade of this. But this is going to be a dress, so it's a very different garment. I'll hold it up a bit further so you can see. It's got a really lovely big flower on it, and because of the nature of the dress and it wraps around, I think that's going to really show off that fabric. So as I said, it's a jersey. It's got a nice feel to it. There's a good amount of cotton in that. Really like it. I'm looking forward to making that. So I'll probably make that in the next couple of weeks. It's for the summer, but with it being a jersey, I'm sure that for the spring with your jacket on, it'll be absolutely fine to wear that. So like I said, I've not decided whether I'm going to do a full sleeve or maybe a shorter sleeve on this one. I may just stick with the full sleeve actually, but I am going to do it shorter. So the last version that I made did come right down to the ankle, as it does in this dress. Hold it again so you can see. If you've not seen it before, it does come right down to the ankle like that. The thing is, I do find in a dress like that, I feel like I'm about to trip over it every time I step up some stairs or anything. And I'm just thinking if it was a little bit sort of close to my knee, I might feel better in it. So I'm probably going to do it shorter on that one. So I'll share that with you when that's complete. So that's the first thing. I'll pop that on there. Now this next one, my husband is not keen on. Now it is quite quirky, and I loved it as soon as I saw it. I do like quirky fabrics. And the thing is, I just realised we've got some bedding that's exactly the same as this. And at the time when I bought the bedding, he thought it was quite childlike, but I love it anyway. It's fur backed, so it's still cold here at the moment as I'm filming this, so I did want some more sort of cardigans or sweaters, things like that to put on over dresses. And I don't just want black and boring colours, so I want to hold it up. You may love or hate this. It's got little woodland creatures on it. So it's got trees and foxes and some deer and a hedgehog. It's probably more suited to children's wear, but I don't care. I really like it. And it's sort of a white, sort of an off-white. So I thought that was really nice and bright. I don't want something dull and boring. And on the back it is lovely furry. So yeah, if you're making things for your little ones, it's beautiful for little ones' clothing, but I'm making it for me. So as I said, my husband's not entirely sure about that one at all, but I really like it. And my intention for that one, and I have had this one on my list for absolutely ages, and I thought I'm just going to get it, because if you're sending for one thing and you've got postage to pay, I just think if there's a couple of things on there, you're sometimes better off buying them both, because you're only going to be paying postage again, aren't you? So I was thinking when I ordered it that I was going to make the Marlowe again. So I've made the Marlowe sweater before by True Bias, and I was going to do this short version this time with some nice big buttons. So I was going to do it in this. So this fabric, quite quirky, with the short version and some nice big buttons. But then I said my husband's not entirely a fan of this fabric. My husband did say, oh, a cardigan. He's not a big fan of cardigans either. So I don't know if I've got enough, but I'm now thinking maybe a little hoodie. So I'm like that, whether to do the cardigan or a short hoodie with a small hood. I will have to check if I can usually make it work, even if it means putting a few pieces together for the hood. So we will see. So that's either going to be the Marlowe or a hoodie for this one. So let me know what you think. You may love it or hate it. You may think it's more for baby wear. But I really like it, and I think it's going to be really cosy. So that's my bit of fabric for this week. I'm going to flip you around now and show you this dress that I made. Again, this is work, but I'll show it you anyway. And a bit of a 70s thing going on here, because it's this one. So this is what I've made, one of the things from this week as well. I will show you that now. So it's this dress. So it's got this sort of shape to it, and it hangs in sort of, I think you'd call it a handkerchief bottom, handkerchief style bottom, maybe. You can see my scrap bag there at the side. Also, in true scrap busting fashion, I've been making another handbag. So I've used up some of the bits that I've got left over from other projects. I like to do that. I like to use scraps as well, or fabric from old clothes. I tend to use it in between linings. So I make my handbags, they're quite zero waste. So this is one that I've made this week, and I really like the fabrics on this. So this is a denim, some leftover denim. This is some print that I had left over from another project. It's got a little pocket at the front, one of my labels. It's red lining inside, and it has a zip pocket inside, D-rings, and a really long strap on that. Now, this one hasn't got a slider, but it can be knotted neatly at the side or on the shoulder. It's also got, I put a little key fob in this one also. And it's got the same design on the back, but without the pocket. And that's available at my Etsy shop, which I always link below. Oh, I thought I'd just share this with you as a little storage solution for you. So I do like to try and use up boxes and things, and my son has recently had a few pairs of new trainers, so if he's not using the box, I instantly go and grab them. And I saw this beautiful William Morris paper in a shop recently, and it's wrapping paper, so it wasn't expensive at all, and it's a good weight. So what I've done is I've covered the box in this, and it's Strawberry Thief, and I do love Strawberry Thief, just on the outside in this paper. And that's just storing some of my bits, look. So some of the bits that are up on my overhead shelves here. So some of my embroidery threads, some pieces that I've cut from scraps, ready to do patchwork and so on, and a few zips and just miscellaneous bits and pieces. But then that looks really nice on the shelf. I didn't bother doing the bottom. I just went over the edges, and it is just white on the bottom. But I just think it looks really nice on the shelf, and it only cost me for the piece of wrapping paper, which was, what's the wrapping paper? I think it was about £1.80 for the sheet. And it's just made use of the box, and it looks really nice. So just something to think of if you're looking for ways to store your items. You don't have to go out, and you can use paper you've already got, obviously, but if you see something nice that catches your eye and you've got small boxes lying around, just make use of them and do this. So I just thought I'd mention that. Well, just before I go, I'll just mention what I'm wearing today. So this is a dress and it's Butterick. So it's this one and it's version D. So that's what I'm wearing today. Butterick 6388. I'll stand up a little so you can see a bit more of it, what you can. So it's got pockets and these are like V-shaped panels that come down at the side. Long sleeves. Just above the knee, and it has this sort of crossover little collar which is quite handy when it's cold. So I thought I'd share that because I know sometimes people ask what I'm wearing. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that was useful to you, and I will be back soon with some more sewing. Bye for now.